Good morning. This is just going to be a short explanation on how to get some things done. Alright, so now let's begin. When it comes to making a flyer, I'm going to teach you a principle that goes along with. There's a principle in graphic design, we call it still like an artist. It means like you can look at a particular flyer and then you make something similar to it, or you borrow what seems like and what we call it now, the principles from that flyer that you've seen. I'm not saying you make the exact same one, just borrow some things here and there to make your own. So for instance, let me give you a process on what you can do when you want to borrow a flyer. For instance, now let's say this is the flyer that you want to make. You must learn to be able to identify the different elements that made that flyer very, very okay. Once you can identify those elements, it is those elements you now combine to make your own flyer eventually. Now, you'll notice that here, the first thing always starts with the background. You'll notice the background is not a pure white background. You can see at the top corner under the WhatsApp button here that there is a greenish hue underneath. So it's a background that has some greenish elements under it as well. And that's why you see that when you are downloading all the things you need. See, we are going to create this flyer now, but you see that I have downloaded different things that we can use to create that flyer. There is a greenish kind of background here that we can use. I have at least 3 to 4 so that we can use the most appropriate one. That's one. Then second, you will notice these WhatsApp icons. They are part of the things that gives beauty, and it also adds to the message of the flyer you are making. So because you are talking about cashing out with WhatsApp, so you can put those WhatsApp stuff there. That's why you notice that I also downloaded the WhatsApp buttons here. Now, the thing is, you must also learn something. When you download things online like that, many of them will still have a background. So what you do is that you go to this application called Background Eraser. That's it on the top right here, Background Eraser. You use it to remove the background from the things that you are going to use. But maybe that one will be a tutorial for another day. Let's go back to what we are doing. So now, I've already talked about the background and then this WhatsApp icon. Then the next important thing is the picture. You notice the picture here is someone who is happy but using a phone, because obviously WhatsApp works on phone. Although you can use WhatsApp on laptop, most people use it on phones. And if you want to cash out with laptop, you will use it on your phone. You can't be using if you want to cash out with WhatsApp, it will be on your phone. You can't be using your laptop to update status all the time. So now, this person is a person that is using a phone. So you have to find a good picture of someone that is using a phone and is happy with it. You see? Or you use something money related since you are cashing out. So you can see here on the top right here, the first picture on the top, I have someone that is using a phone. But I also have a picture of someone with money, 2 pictures of people with money. So anyone that fits the most is the one you will use. All of them should be able to fit. So that's it. Now when you've done the picture, you now look at what you can do else. Another thing is the fonts. These fonts that Cash Out with WhatsApp was written in. Although you can use any font, like any sans serif fonts. Those are fonts that are used for official posts. Fonts like Montserrat, Poppins, they will work with this one. And also fonts like Grow Bold. I think this one is a little bit similar to Grow Bold. So I might use Grow Bold on that matter. Then this the addendum, the explanation of the topic that is there. That one, Montserrat can easily work for that part. So, and then the payments into stuffs and the rest like that. You notice this bank details is also there. I think, have I included it here yet? No, I have not included it, but I downloaded it as well. So, let me go show you where it is. That's this here. I downloaded it from Pinterest. So, it should, First Bank. I decided to use First Bank. So, I'm putting everything in a single folder so that when we start, everything can work out fine. So, once you've had all those elements now, you now go into the process of combining them. It's the combination of all of them together that now gives you the eventual stuff that you want to create. So let's go and begin now. I will just close all these other ones and then we open Pixellab straight off. This is Pixellab over here. So you can start with this. This is the normal background. You can change the color or anything you want to do to the background. You can decide to use a white color, but we have our own background that we are going to use itself. So I don't think the color you are using here should matter. But just so, because many people are much more comfortable starting with a black and a white background. So we have started with this. Then go import your background. That will be the first thing. You start designing from the background. So you go first and you pick your background. Now I'm going to open the folder where I put everything that we are going to be using. So just come over here. No, it's not here. It's on my Pixellab folder. Yeah, Waterfly. I like putting everything in a folder like that because to be picking the things you need will become easier. So that once you've gathered all the elements, that's the process of designing. All the elements are together and then you just start picking the ones you need. Now for me, I like this particular background the most. It's the one that I think will fit the most for me. So I hook it. Let me crop. I think I would prefer to crop it. I'm coming. I will have to re-import. So just take it from here. Crop it like this. I'll do a square cropping. Yeah, it's a little bit squarish now, so that it will fit this place very, very well. Yeah. Now I like locking my background so that nothing will make anything like affect it. But there's also something I do so that I don't go back to start checking that picture all the time. I also import the picture that I'm using as a sample. That one that I want to just follow the example they are using there. I import it, put it here. I also lock it. But then what I do is to also make it disappear when I want to design. This padlock symbol is what you use to lock. Once you lock, you can't move that thing that you place there. You can move any other thing that is not locked, but whatever is locked will not move. Then when you click that eye cross out symbol, when it becomes red, you see that that thing disappears. It's still there, but it's no longer visible. So that's what I just do. Anytime I now want to go back and check, I open it. This is the layers panel for Pixellab. So now that is there, I can now just check what next do we do. What should we put next? Let's put our picture next. So now we go to our picture, import from gallery. Now which picture do you think will go best? I like this guy. He's really making the money and his face is showing that he's happy with it. Although, because what we are doing here now is supposed to be a flyer to teach people something. So you can just put it here. Although, as you can see, the picture is not so sharp and it's having some yellow edges. So we can actually delete it and decide that, okay, that's not the best. You might like the picture, but it might not be the best to use. Let me try this other guy. Yeah, he is really pressing the phone and he looks like a professional guy. So just crop him out and then enlarge. You can see that his own picture makes a lot of sense. It will be very nice to use it. So now I will put this one on top so that anytime I want to check, just come. So once the picture is there, we can now start adding the WhatsApp symbol. Now okay, let's just continue first. I will explain some other things later on. So we'll hide this, then go to bring in our WhatsApp symbol, which is here. So you can check the placements here so that you can make the best way to do it. So just go back and reduce the size and just put it in the corner. Remember, you don't have to do precisely what they did there. So that's just how it's going to be. Now you can decide to swap it so that it faces this side. Just put it there like that. The picture is here. Alright. So now those ones are there like that. There are still some another one is down here, but you see there is a green what do we call it now? A green rectangle at the base. So now let's form that one first. We are here, Abby. Now just pick your shape tool, form it into a rectangle. You use those lines, those points at the edges to form it into the rectangle that you want. So once you do that, now I'm going to show you another trick to pick colors in Pixellab. Once you clicked, you can now check the color. You can edit, then come to the color. Press plus here. Now, see these two buttons that are on a kind of dark ash background. One of them is like a pencil, the other one is like a pipette. That pencil, you use it to write the color code. That color code is the hashtag FFFF. If you have the color code of the particular color you want, you can just type it there to pick it out. The second one that has a pipette symbol, when you click it, it helps you to pick a color from the image you already have on your board, on your workspace. So now, we check the image of our flyer. You can just click that part of that green stuff that is below. You see the circle formed there. It means it's picking that one. Then you press it. You see that the picture over here, the circle at the top right corner of the screen, the circle will change according to where you are pressing. If it's pressed white, it changes to white. If you press the face of this lady, it changes to brown. So when you press that green color at the base, that rectangle, it changes it to it. Then you just click OK. It has automatically given you that. Then you can place that at the base of your design. Now you can lock it so that it doesn't move as well. Remember, just put this one here. You can lock this one. So it's already a part of our design. You can decide to lock your picture as well so that you don't make a mistake of moving it around until you need it. So once that is done, now you can now decide that, okay, let's put the next WhatsApp symbol that is in front. Just click the one you have there, copy it, then bring that one down a little bit. For me, I'm going to put it like this. Then I will take it down below the rectangle. Still reduce its size, it's too big. Then I want to reduce the opacity a little bit. Remember, we are not doing exactly the same thing we saw. We are just doing what can be a kind of slight imitation. So I will reduce the opacity here, and it's like that. This one that is here, I can decide to make it bigger and just put it under that guy as well. This one, yeah. So if I decide to make it bigger and let it go under the guy, you see, it still works. It will be behind him, but it's still a part of the design as well. That's why I lock the guy. Let me increase his picture a little bit, the size. Yeah. So the two WhatsApp symbols, they work very well. Then I go back and lock all of them. So that's there like that. Now let's continue. The next part, you can decide to start with them. Some people can start with the words and everything like that. Now me, I'm going to go to the text next now. So cash out. Let's use cash out. Now this is how when you want to use a font, you click this A symbol here. It's for your text. You click text, then you edit the text. Cash out. Once it's there like that, then now you are able to edit what text is there. You go look for fonts. There's a font. I have fonts that I've downloaded already. They are under my fonts. So I use different things. There's Grow Bold and many other ones. Now, if you already have a font on your phone that you want to use, just press this folder with a plus sign to it. It will take you to, it means you want to add a font. So it opens your phone and takes you to where you can pick the folder where your fonts are. For me, I have a folder named fonts over here, and then all of my fonts are there as well. So I'm using Grow Bold fonts. I will find it out once this one opens now. So I'm looking for Grow Bold, GRO. This is Grow Bold. Grow Bold. So just click the TTF. That's what fonts are. True type fonts. That's many of the TTF. Once you click it, it will then add it to your. You see, it's here now. So I'll just click it and click OK. So it's here. Now just pick the proper color with it. It's black. So just make that cash out black. Just come here to choose color. Then just change everything to black. And you have black. So cash out. Then we have width. WITH. Now there's another feature in Pixellab. If you want to focus on a particular area, you can press this plus sign up here. Once you press it, it means you've activated the zoom button. Then you just use your fingers to drag it out and then zoom to where you want to go. So that if you want to make some things very small, then when you are done, click that plus sign back again. And then you just come over it. So then drag your text over here. You can decide to still enlarge so that you work with it very, very well. So you see the way the width is. So you go back. That width is also black in color. So choose the color and choose black. But still reduce the size. It's the size you want to reduce. But you can also move with these position buttons. You just reduce the number of pixels and then you just press each button. It will be moving that thing that you want to move. In case you don't want to be zooming, that's another way you can move things. So cash out with. Then now copy this one. Since it's the same font, just press copy. Come back here. Enlarge it as much as you want. Then edit it and just write WhatsApp. Then remember how to pick colors. You now go and pick the color. You use that pipette button, come to your flyer, then choose that WhatsApp color. So it will put it there like that. Now you can now reduce all of them together. This cash out with WhatsApp. So that it will be very okay. So cash out with WhatsApp. You see that it's looking like it, but it's not totally it. So, I'm fine. One sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, now as that one is there like that, you can just leave it there. Let me go back to this picture guy. I want to just make him a little bit bigger, but also not to take too much space like that. Let him be like that. So lock him back again. Now we've done cash out with WhatsApp. Now I want to reduce that our background so that there's a way that part is a little bit kind of somehow for me. So I'll come here, come to the crop, I'm swapping it like, let the white be here. Then press OK. Yeah, I want that white to be at that side the most. That's what I wanted to do. So once that is done, I can go back, lock it again. So cash out with WhatsApp. Now our little explanation part there. Remember, just get your text. Once you get your text, you can just say discover secrets. I'm not saying that it will check what the actual stuff is. So discover proven secrets and strategies to make money legitimately daily via WhatsApp. Now, this person is putting different bold, but I'm not going to do that now. There's a way to do that. I'm not going to just do that at the moment now because the time is already going. The video is already getting out and I don't want it to be too long. So we just write it straight out like that. So you can decide to put yours here. And let's start with discover proven secrets. Proven secrets and strategies. Proven secrets and strategies to make money legitimately. And daily via WhatsApp. So it's as simple as that. We can simply let this go back. Then all our stuffs. So now come over here, make sure it is aligned with this other one over here. I can reduce the size a little bit more. But I want to change the font as well. I prefer to use Montserrat font for it. So go to my fonts, then choose Montserrat Medium. You see, that explanation is already underneath like that, cash out with WhatsApp. Now, the next part is now regular price, discount price. We'll go back and you choose shape. Just choose a shape. Now we go to these shapes here. We use this when you want to create what we call a rounded rectangle, a square or a rectangle with curved edges. The moment you click the shape here, is this radius, you increase the radius. As you increase the radius, the edges will be curved. So that's how you create that. Then choose the color. For color, the color is red. We'll still pick the proper color, but let's just do this first. You see that the edges are too much, so reduce the radius. Reduce the radius. Yeah, this is better. Reduce the size. You can decide to zoom in so that you see what you're doing very well. Check out your original flyer. So regular price. The next thing will be your text. Regular price. Go to my fonts, color first, change it to full white. But now I'm also going to change it to a black, Montserrat black, for the sake of emphasis. So black. Yeah. Now I will first copy this guy, my what do they call it now? Rectangle, so that I can use it for the second one. There are two of them. So this is regular price. I want to reduce the length. So regular price is done. After regular price, we have discount price. So just do that here. Discount price. Good. Now those two are there. But remember, the rectangles, they have colors that they are supposed to be. So let's just choose their colors so that we can quickly finish up this matter. Just come to edit. I like using edit to just pick the color. No. So I think here. Why is it making it this way? Alright, I'll just color it over here, no problem. Press enabled, then go pick my color. So that's the color, and then for the second one, just come over here, use the pipette again, and then pick the discount price. I think that one's color is the same with the background green, the last one at the base. So both of them are there. So we have regular price over here, discount price over here. The person used red to show you that green, the discount price will be better for you than the regular price. So you can put it there like that. So that's it. Now I can now decide what next I want to do. For the prices now, for the prices. But I want to do something first. I want to match this regular price and discount price so that if I want to make them bigger or smaller, I will not have to be doing things all the time. I will show you what I mean. You see, once you open your layer panel, you see this marking an X button at the beginning. It means to mark things. So this for discount price. Let's be sure which one we are doing. So I want to add so this discount price. Now you press this and then you mark those two. Once you mark those two, you see beside this marking symbol on its left side, it looks like two squares coming together. That's the merge button. You press it, then you press OK. It will merge them into a single entity. So you can edit them, make them bigger or smaller together as you want. That's the secret to that part. So that one is done. Then the other two for regular price. You go again, mark them, and then you match them together, and they become a single entity as well. So, because I wanted to make them bigger, that's why I decided to do it that way. But we can still make them smaller, because we are going to put price in front of them, obviously. So, now just copy our cash out. Once it is copied, come over here. Now the regular price is how much? The regular price is 7.5. So just write 7,500. That's regular price. Copy it for the second one. What was the price for the second one? 1,500. So just edit it and put your 1,500. So just put them close. Let them be aligned. Alignment is very, very important. And just go back down. So once that is done that way, you can decide what next you want to do. So that marking symbol, I'm not putting the marking symbol there. It's just to encourage people to take it, but I'm not going to put it there. I will leave mine this way. You can decide to pay anyone you like. So I won't tell you which one to pay. So I'll just choose anyone. So once this is done like that, now I want to merge some things. These are our cash out with WhatsApp. I want to merge all of it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have my reason for doing that. I want to add a logo. I will add my own logo to the place. I can increase this a little bit still. Let me go back to this other guy. Just shift him back a little bit. Go back and lock him up. So now, I'll go add the logo that I said I want to add. Now, I hope I can really find that logo. It's not part of the things I planned, but it will be a good way. If you have your own logo, I'm putting this so that if you have your own logo you want to use, it will be a very good way for you to know where to put your logo. So, yeah, here is my logo. Let me use the, I can't use the white. Obviously, I can't use the white. Okay, I think I can. I'll just have to put a green background behind it. So come here, pick a shape. I'm going to give it a radius. Then I'll now give it that color. Remember, this green color. Then put my logo in front of it. This is my logo, Spotlight Media. So once the two of them are together like that, I'll merge it. I don't have green in my logo on normal basis, but since what we are dealing with is WhatsApp and what we've been doing has been green since morning, just put it that way. Position it. Remember, you can do it in different ways. I just like using that zoom button. So that's my logo over there. So the logo can stay in that corner, just to show that this is where this belongs to. Spotlight. I can decide to write my business name in front of it, but let's just leave it that way for now. So these are done. Okay, this our stuff. Regular price and discount price. Yeah, let's merge them together as well. Regular is 7.5, merge it. Discount is 1.5, merge it as well. So just move them closer. I want them to be closer to each other. I merge them because it's easier to move them when they are closer together. I can still merge the two together, but let me just leave them that way. Let this be aligned over here. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah. Let this shit down. Just a little bit. Yeah, good. Now for the payment is what is left. Yeah, so that's a white stuff, a white rectangle. Just put it right. You can decide not to put it though, but I guess it's not, like I said, it's not compulsory you follow the exact stuff that the person did over there. But that white also looks nice. It's just that our own background already looks white, so I don't want to add that to it. I'll just go back, pick my what do they call it now? That bank symbol. I'm picking that bank symbol now. So let's go back to our folder. This is the bank symbol. I'm using First Bank. So move it. Still a little bit too big. So pay into this. Alright. Text. So we simply put it into 311525669. First Bank. Just go to your font, then reduce the size. Then font, I'm going to choose Montserrat. But this time I need just the bold. Yeah, the bold. But I also want to reduce the spacing. Yep. The color, I'm making it total black. Let me give it back the spacing it had before. Let's leave it at 0. But I'll still reduce the size again. Let it not be bold. I think that bold is too much. Can just use medium. So the two of them are together like that. Now I'm still going to merge as well. Just merge it. I like merging it together so that moving things around will not be difficult. But don't merge until you are sure you will not edit any details. If not, to edit details will become impossible once you merge. So be careful when you are merging. So that is there. Now for the last part down, kindly send proof of payment to this number, WhatsApp only. No problem. So I've merged that, so I'll just have to pick text again. Come over here. Yeah, write that. Kindly send proof of payment to 0703707578. WhatsApp only. So change color first, make it white, then reduce the size. That size is way too big. We're still not done with that size. You can use relative positioning to make sure it is centralized. Whatever needs to be at the center, use relative positioning to just centralize it. Okay. The WhatsApp will put over there. Yep. So you can lock it back now. So let the WhatsApp stay there. Then we go pick our phones back. Still reduce the size. Yeah. So this is okay like this. Imagine this. I'm leaving space at the top because it's called white space. It's good to always have white space. Don't worry, that's the principle in design we will do. So, I said white space, negative space, Daddy, just to give your design a good look. So, then we are done. So, this is our own flyer. You will notice it's not exactly the same with the one we were working with. They are not exactly the same thing. This is what the person did. This is what we did. But both are fine. They look similar, but they are not the same. So that's just how you can start learning to do something. And when you are done like that, just press your save here. First of all, save as projects, WhatsApp flyer, then save as image. When you choose save as image, choose your quality. I just start choosing I, then save to gallery. And that's it. So that's how to make, just still like an artist. You can make a very good flyer here and there with those kind of things. That's a simple way to do it. So I'll do other ones and I'll send to you guys. Until then, see ya.